Hello everybody, it's Mike Paterson here at Paterson Photography and First Choice Photo in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. Welcome back to the studio. So I want to talk a little bit about how big is too big and when is a time that you should actually look at not expanding your business. A number of years ago, my father met a gentleman here in Lethbridge who was just starting a office cleaning business. At the time, he had about 10 customers and he was bringing in about $1,000 per customer. So he was bringing in about $10,000 per month from each of these customers. He did a really good job. And within several months after starting his business, he was up to 20 customers. And then he got up to 50 customers within a year of starting his business. He was making a lot of money. He was quite happy, but he found that it was getting more and more stressful to keep the business going. So after about a year and a half of running the business with 50 customers, he actually decided that was it. He started telling customers that he wouldn't be doing their work anymore. He let them go. They found new people, and he went back down till he had 15 customers. At 15, he found he was making just enough money that he could look after the staff. He didn't need to hire a bunch of people to be supervisors and start having more payroll and more expenses and more problems. And he found that 15 offices per month, it was a perfect number, and he was quite successful and quite happy with it. A little while later, I had the opportunity to meet a photographer that had a massive business. He was making over $35 million a year. He was in a larger city in Western Canada. He had a number of high-profile clients. He had a lot of smaller clients as well. He had over 30 people that were working within his office, and he also had people that he would contract for other specific things. He was quite happy, but he found that he was working more and more and more. He had more issues. And after sitting down one day, after coming home late on a Saturday night, he actually sat down and he found out that with all the business that he was doing, with making the $35 million a year, that he was actually making less profit, his take home that he had left over at $35 million than when he was down closer to $1 million or $2 million. So he actually made the decision to shut down his studio. He let all the staff go. He let all customers go except for one. He kept one big customer and a few smaller customers. And he found after a couple of years of operating like that he was actually had a better quality of life, and he actually made more money in the end. Now, we hear about all the big banks who make billions of dollars of profit and everything, but that's a different business model. When you're a photographer, when you're a carpenter, when you install carpeting, when you build stuff, whatever you do, if you're actually doing stuff for a living like that, it's hard to expand and to keep it under control if you also want to be part of the artist and part of the work and doing things. I know a number of carpenters. They have nice businesses. They have one or two people that work for them, and they're happy with the work that they have, and they're happy with the profit that they're making. I know other people who don't want to be the carpenter, or they don't want to be the photographer. They want to be the business owner, and they go out and they hire staff to do that, and they can expand quite large. But most of their smaller and medium-sized businesses, the photographer is actually the owner and wants to be involved with actually doing and taking pictures. That's why we started the business. So if you're starting a business or if you have a business, be careful how big you let it get. If you want to be the photographer, if you want to be that person that's involved with it, and you just don't want to be the owner and the manager, you're going to have to be careful that you don't let it get too big too fast and that you lose control of it. So from my studio to you, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your business is a success, and I hope you enjoy the day. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.